What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Kate. Today and every day, we're going to be watching a video called People Can't Feel Things Like They Used to. So without further ado, let's let this man talk.
Just a bunch of old footage the last couple days because I like nostalgia type videos and nostalgia type topics and stuff. I saw like an old broadcast from a baseball game. I forget what year it was, but just the body language, the people's faces, everybody was happy. I've seen footage from high schools back in like even the early 2000s.
Yes, I've seen these videos as well. And people 100%, they had a light in their eye that a lot of people just don't have anymore. People used to have this look of just energy and life, and they were alive. And now people look drained and they look tired and they just don't look like themselves anymore.
People's faces, everything looked a little different. There was a different sparkle in everybody's eyes. And for the last couple years, I've written most of the negative people and the doom and gloom that I see out in society. I've written most of it off as just a financial thing because the economy is affecting so many people and hard times, inflation, and all that good stuff. But I think it's more than that, dude. I really think it's a lot more than that because I've seen videos of people in the slums. There was still a level of happiness in everybody's eyes that you just can't find anymore.
I've also seen videos like that. I saw a documentary, I think it was in like middle school or high school, about happiness. And it was actually filmed in a very, very impoverished community, like people living in huts type of impoverished community with like trash everywhere, not a lot of hygiene, not very sanitary. But those people were still very, very happy. And it kind of makes you wonder, like here in America, we're so materialistic and we're so we're such consumers here. If that all has something to do with it and it's like making us really depressed. I mean, I'm sure it is probably.
Something strange is going on. Something very, very strange is going on. I don't know if it's just these cell phones doing something to our brains where we can't connect on a level that we used to or that we're supposed to. Something has changed in our brains. It's not as simple as money. It's not as simple as, the dating market being worse than ever before.
Mm-mm.
The simple things in life that people used to enjoy, they're no longer enjoying. Something has been rewired in our brains from these phones.
Mm-hmm.
We are losing the ability to connect with people. We're losing the ability to appreciate a simple moment in time.
Mm-hmm.
I think this constant fight for attention, this constant dopamine rush, this ability to have an endless supply of dopamine when you go down whatever indulgence you want to go down on a phone, the ability to just get that with no work at all
Mm-hmm.
has done something to our brains. And I think
the constant instant gratification has rotted our brains. Just, yeah.
we're at a point now that this has gone on long enough where we might really be seeing a serious change in people. Because throughout my life, when cell phones got popular, people would bring this topic up and everyone just kind of stopped talking
Peggy, what do you think about this?
about it because you assume, well, I can just audit myself and get off the phone and, I'm going to be all right. Like a typical addict would talk that way, right? But I think now we've gotten so many generations that have grown up with this and base every waking moment of their entire life on the cell phone, smartphone. I think we might be so far into this now that to fix it is kind of out of sight at this.
I feel like also with the young people, if we wanted to fix things and we wanted to change things, which would require probably taking away the cell phone from a lot of people, like for a period of time, like, with addicts, you can't just give them the drugs. They don't have self-control with it. they have to be like re-educated on it and taught differently about it. And we would have to have like systemic re-education on cell phone use for everyone. Like we would have to learn the dangers of it. We didn't learn that. I was in, I think I was in middle school or high school when they introduced Wi-Fi and cell phones into the schools. And I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. As soon as I was allowed to have my phone all the time, I put my headphones in and I used to put them in the long sleeve of my sweatshirt. And I would sit there in class and just push it up to my ear. And I would literally just sit there and listen to music all day long. I wouldn't even pay attention in class. Like it definitely ruined my education. And I remember thinking, like, why are they doing this right now? Like, do they know if this is safe for us or not? Like, are we test subjects? What's going on here with this Wi-Fi thing? And now here we are all these years later. And actually we were. I mean, they are learning now that Wi-Fi has a lot of negative effects on the human body. All kinds of problems have arise from it. And still they're just letting it out there.
Point. When you have children that grow up,
I apologize for my dog whining. She just a whiner.
At like developmental, like early stages, using this for everything, that is a problem.
Yeah.
Because like I'm saying, look around, dude. Look around your own life. Go to the grocery store, take a walk, whatever. People are different. People are not like they used to be. It's creepy.
They're like in a daze. People are disoriented. Everywhere you go. I run in on the road too. Like they'll be driving and there's nobody home. The lights are on, but nobody's home. They're driving the car, but they don't know where they are, what they're doing. They're just in a daze. Same when you go to the store. People don't register that you're walking and they need to move out of the way. You know what I mean? They just will run into you. They just don't even notice you there. It's very weird.
Relationships are suffering. You almost can't even have a relationship anymore. Like we could go back and forth all day long about like dating problems and women are like this and men need to do this and blah, blah. Most of it is just that humans in general, our brains are getting wacky because of these.
Our brains have been hijacked. That's what's happened. Our brains have been hijacked so that somebody could profit off of it.
The Pandora's box of attention that girls get from the internet or from social media, smartphones, that's done something to their brains that I almost think is irreversible at this point. Even when you guys want to talk about passport bro bullshit, dude, most of these countries you guys talk about, they have internet. They're following the trends of garbage Western pop culture as well.
This is like a worldwide thing.
The same thing. It's leaking into their brains and leaching into their minds and changing the way they think and the way they see the world the same way that it's done everybody around us in the Western world. And this video is more than just dating. This is everything, dude. I go around my everyday life and try to communicate with people and get better at like talking to strangers.
I do this too. I've said in previous videos before, I have really bad social anxiety. So I really struggle with like making eye contact with people for more than like a split second. And I struggle with, I guess, overanalyzing conversation and not really knowing how to even talk to people anymore because there is a whole part of the population that like is straight up living in la la land. Like they're living on another planet. They have no idea what's even happening around them. It's crazy.
Nobody's even able to be happy anymore. Like people have lost the ability to even be happy. If something good happens, it almost feels like people see something happening. I know I should be happy. This should feel good. But for some reason, I can't quite feel the feeling of happiness anymore.
I've noticed this too with like social gatherings, family gatherings, parties, those kinds of things. People really have this sense of urgency to them. Like they need to go get home. They need to go get somewhere or be somewhere. And nobody is like, it used to be that people would hang out and loiter. You know what I mean? We would hang out for hours and chit chat and yap and talk and just, about nothing. And nowadays, everybody's just in this weird rush to get back to their little bubble in their phone. It's I've noticed it's very common, at least around where I am. And I mean, let me know in the comments down below if this is something you've noticed as well.
And if they do, it's fleeting, or it's just not quite the depth and the richness of happiness that people used to enjoy in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I hope this video is making sense, because I'm kind of just on a brainstorm right now.
Yes, it makes sense.
I don't know how we fix this as a society, as humanity.
I think that we need like literal rehab facilities or something. And we need to have everybody needs to be re-educated on the internet. And I don't mean that in a like a Hitler type of way. I just mean straight up, we need to learn about the dangers of technology and AI and all these things. I mean, it's kind of scary. It's changing so rapidly. I see what he's saying. It does feel a little bit like it's too late. It does feel like it's too far, and we're like way too far down the hole at this point. I don't know, but I mean, it's worth a shot to try to fix it and try to steer the ship around. We might as well try.
Like, you go on social media and stuff. Social media is just pure garbage. Like, it's literally nothing but garbage. Social media is just an addiction loophole to keep you coming back to whatever. When I say an addiction loophole, people think I'm talking about just women shaking their ass. No, I'm not talking about just that. I'm talking about an anger addiction, a doom and gloom addiction, a fear addiction,
even just like my algorithm, a lot of it is just peaceful videos of people outside. I could just go outside, but instead I'm watching someone else be outside in a prettier place for whatever reason. I don't know. It's weird. It like pulls me in and sucks me in with all this beautiful imagery. It's not just pornographic for people. It's food videos. That's another thing that gets me too. Like, it knows when I'm hungry or something, and it just will show me video after video until I'm like, okay, I gotta eat. Like, your girl is hungry at this point. Like, my mouth is watering after watching these videos. It just knows what to do to keep you hooked and keep you watching.
A sexual whatever. Even all of the crime stuff you guys watch that's making you angry, or the division of any kind, race, religion, political affiliations, whatever, all of the division, it's just it operates in your mind on the same addiction pathways as anything else.
I feel like cell phones and social media and short form content specifically has got to be as addictive as like crack, heroin, all of it. It has to be. It has to be, maybe even more. I mean, I've seen people straight up have withdrawal symptoms when they don't have their phones. Like, they get all antsy. I get the same way. You just get all like, oh my gosh, my whole life is on my phone. I need my phone. If you lose it, it's you get this fear instilled in you that everything is going to fall apart around you. I can't even describe it. It just instills this anxiety.
Shit is screwing with us bad. Like, it is. We are being ruined by the smartphone.
Mm-hmm.
The smartphone is ruining humans. It is.
Mm-hmm.
All of the anger that you have. Like, let's talk about something as simple as like racial anger. We all can identify with that, and we've all seen that and heard that. It's a very normal concept to people today.
Well, it's because of social media. It's all over social media. That's one of the number one things on there.
One of my good friends who happens to be black, we've gone back and forth about this theory that these social media platforms are very good at division, and they don't care about the issues that their division causes as long as they get more eyeballs on their platform,
mm-hmm.
more engagement. And we were actually together one time, and we went to like our feeds of Instagram, and he was showing me his feed, and it's just like nothing but, black people being attacked, or like getting, whatever, like the typical stuff that you'd see that would make you angry and make you feel attacked and make you feel like, you're on the defensive. And same thing with mine. I go on my social media, and there's a lot of that stuff too in the political realm, and crime stuff, and these black Israelites that are like whitey haters. Like,
and you don't even have to engage with the content whatsoever. All you have to do is watch it for more than like a split second, and it's just popping up on your algorithm trying to piss you off.
And I'm not searching for that stuff ever. Never have I searched for that on my phone. I don't know why it pops up.
Like it's on purpose, it's like it's intentional. It has to be 100%.
I were talking about it for a while, so maybe that these phones are just listening and they bring this stuff up on our phones. But regardless, the perspective was completely opposite. The perspective we were both getting on our phones was for him to see me as the enemy and for me to see him as the enemy. And if you consume that stuff and you give into that, you will be a product of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I digress. That's not really the point of this video. The point of the video is just the smartphones in general and the unhuman ways we are consuming everything now. Like, this shit is weird.
It is weird. It's not normal. It's weird. And it's going to have a boiling point. Like, we can only take so much. Your brain can, and your nervous system can only handle so much. And you're starting to see it now, especially here in the United States. Listen, I've said this once and I will say it again. We live in a gigantic open air asylum. Okay. We used to take people, and now listen, I'm not saying I agree with asylums because we treated people horribly in there. And I don't think that should ever happen again. But I do think something needs to be done. And we need to help these people somehow. Like, they need serious help, like serious, deep, introspective work, medications for some of them, diet change, sunlight. There's so many things that need to happen to help these people. And right now, nothing is being done. In fact, it's the opposite. What's being done is perpetuating mental illness on a huge scale, probably a scale that we've never seen before. Like, honestly, these cell phones are causing worldwide mental illness and issues in people that we just didn't see before. I feel it cannot be good for us. I know that it's not good for us. I know it's not good for me. I feel my nervous system and my heart rate pick up when I pick up that phone. Like, I know I even get like pain in my stomach sometimes. I have I'm very sensitive, so I know when I feel very strong emotions, my digestive system can be impacted by that. And that I definitely notice it with my cell phone for sure. Let me know in the comments if that happens to you too. I'm just curious. But yeah, the power that it has over your psychology and the ability to just make you so upset is scary. And it really is affecting so many people. Like, so many people do not realize that this is affecting them and the level that it's affecting them. And they're just going about their day, like, thinking everything's fine, thinking that they're fine, and they don't even realize it's a problem.
Like, do you guys realize how weird it is to live today?
Mm-hmm.
Most people not only can't communicate well, they don't want to.
No. I'm so guilty of this. I run away from people sometimes. I really, there's something about communication that has become so difficult for some reason. And I don't know if it's to do with the division and the fact that there are some people that are so soulless and heartless to a point where people who are empathetic don't even want to interact with said people and they kind of go and isolate themselves. Maybe that's what's happening. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you think.
Most people don't want anything to do with anybody else.
Mm-mm.
If you go up to the average stranger and like say hi and try to like make small talk, they're gonna like call 911. They don't want anything to do with anyone.
Or it's like super awkward and dry, and you can feel the tension. Like I was saying before, it's like that urgency to get back to, being isolated on the phone or something.
Nobody trusts anybody anymore.
Mm-mm.
Like, nobody's even happy. Like, I don't see happiness anymore in people's faces. And I think since COVID, since that virus that happened, that's changed a lot too. Something happened during the lockdowns and all this shit. Something happened to people.
I feel like we flipped off into an alternate dimension where everything is really dystopian and it just continuously getting more dystopian. I feel like we like fell off into a hell ball or something. I don't know what happened, but sorry, my hair is really tickling my nose.
People have changed. I see it in their faces. There's like this element of humanity that's gone.
Mm-hmm.
We're not able to feel like we used to. Humans are not able to feel and connect like they used to. Something is happening. I don't know if it's something in the air, some kind of nefarious thing that's affecting our brains and our bodies.
Chemtrails.
And I don't know, but it's almost like we're not able to feel like we used to. We're becoming robotic.
It's something is clouding our ability to feel. Like I was saying, everybody's in this weird daze where they're just not in tune with their feelings anymore. You're just checked out all day long. And eventually your brain is going to have something's going to happen there. Eventually your brain will force you to feel those feelings, and who knows what's going to happen when that happens.
I know I probably sound crazy to a lot of you right now, but I can't wrap my head around it. And if I talk to people about it, it's almost like they just stare at me and they can't even
They give you that Stepford Wives stare.
Comprehend what I'm saying.
Like,
do you guys realize?
Like, they literally can't comprehend. I just have had so many people, when I talk sometimes, look at me with like I have 15 heads on my body. Like, they're just so confused at how I could even cook up such a thought. And I just look at them and I'm like, does your brain operate at all? Like, do you have thoughts? Do you have your own thoughts? Or do you just literally think what your phone tells you to think? And I guess that I answered my own question. I mean, they're thinking what their phone is telling them to think.
How shitty most of our lives are. And I don't care. I'm not talking about money. I don't care how much money you have. That's not what I'm talking about. People today cannot enjoy the simple things in life that you're supposed to enjoy. They just can't do it. And if I bring it up, they look at me like I'm talking in a language that they can't understand. Like I've said in other videos, have you guys ever taken the time in the last however many years to just go somewhere and just sit in the grass and just chill and try to not think about any of the negative doom and gloom bullshit? It's almost impossible now. And people can't enjoy that anymore.
No, because your brain has been programmed to immediately feel an extreme sense of anxiety when you're away from your phone. They've done that on purpose, for sure. I really believe the whole point is to get our nervous systems prepped so that they can then put these weird chips and stuff inside of us, and we won't need phones anymore. And you'll just have a permanent biometric thing in your body that you can see your phone at all times, 24/7, that you don't even need to have it in your hand. You'll just have access to everything, and they will also have access to you and your thoughts. And doesn't that sound great?
Our perspectives are so fucked up because of smartphones in every element of our life. Our perspectives are just twisted, man. People today almost can't be happy. Something is happening to our brains where we are not able to be happy. I don't care about money or anything. I don't care what situation you want to put them in front of or put in front of them. They can't feel happiness anymore. People can't connect on a level that they seem to have used to be able to connect. Look at old videos, nostalgic videos. Look at like old footage from a mall or from a high school or from a park or from a ball game or anything. People's eyes are not like they used to be. There isn't joy and life and love in people's eyes like there used to be. It's going away.
I also think that certain people don't want us to be happy, because when you're happy, you're content and you don't want to consume. You feel happy with what you have in that moment. And when you feel that, you're not making somebody money and you're not buying something. And so the whole point is to take that away from us so that we're constantly chasing that next dopamine high and chasing that next hit of, oh, I feel a little better now. It's very sad and very effed up. And we all need to collectively say, you know what? We're done. We don't need to go any further here.
I don't know how phones have done this, but they have rewired our brains in a way that we can no longer feel joy and happiness. We can no longer seem to be able to connect with humans, other people, on a level that we used to. Everybody's so shallow and so quick to just bail.
They are. With
dating and friendships and everything. People are so quick to bail now.
And they don't, and like he was saying, they don't trust. Nobody trusts anymore. There's this underlying fear of like, is this person, can I even trust this person? Like, are they lying to me? Is there something weird going on here? You just feel like you can't quite trust anyone. I feel that way. It's I have a few people that I definitely do trust very much so, but I definitely have this mentality too that's like, just be prepared for everyone, even your loved ones, to turn on you at any point in time. I just feel this like, and I feel like for me personally, it was the whole vid situation that really hit that home for me. And I was like, oh, okay. You really can't, like, people will really go crazy when they're scared. They really will have this this group mass hysteria and turn against you if you don't agree with them and you don't want to do what they're telling you to do. That time, I mean, for me and a lot of people, was quite scary.
Nobody has empathy really anymore. Nobody cares if they hurt anybody anymore.
No, that's crazy. And I feel like that too also has something to do with just propaganda in general and the type of movies and the crap that they put on TV nowadays is just so violent and just inhuman and just stuff that you normally wouldn't even ever think about or consider. And the only reason you're even having this image in your head now is because somebody put it there.
The human element of life feel like it's gone away a little bit. The human element, the magic of life, like the spark, the flame inside us all, that optimistic, joyful, daydreaming flame that was in all of us as a child seems to be gone, even in children now.
Yes.
Think back to when you were a kid. If you're somebody that's, 35 or older, when you were a kid, despite whatever your situation was in life, despite whatever economic situation, any of it, you could ride your bike or play with sticks before smartphones, I'm saying. There was a level of imagination and optimism and joy and lust for life that nobody really has anymore. They don't have it.
I feel like people are so tired now and drained. Drained is the word. They're so drained that they have no energy for anything anymore besides work and barely getting by and surviving. And it's not everyone, but a large majority of them.
You cannot let that child in you die. You can't. I don't care if you're 95 years old. You have to have the optimistic, playful spark.
Because what's the point of life if you don't have that? Like, honestly, what are we living for if you don't have childlike wonder? And you're not excited about, seeing your friends and family and going out to the park or doing your hobbies. What's the point in living if you're just living to work and barely get by? And I think that's exactly how they want it. They want you to be in this trance, in this daze where you have no time or energy for anything other than staring into the void on your phone, working, and that's pretty much it.
That you have as a child. The daydreamer. The imaginary circus in your mind of just endless opportunity and whatnot. You can't let that die, man. If that goes out, you got nothing else left. And that's just out in everyone. And it's more than economics. I'm telling you guys right now, this is more than money. It's not just money.
No.
Because I grew up without much money at all. And I had that spark in me as a kid a lot. These phones are doing something to people that even the most in-depth philosophical minds, I don't think, are realizing it. Phones are changing people or have changed people. And we're at a point now where I don't know if we can fix it, but we better try, because look around. Just look around your everyday life. People don't have the human joy in their eyes anymore. It's gone. Nobody really has it. It's sad, man.
It is very sad. I'm going to end the video there, guys. If you enjoyed this, go ahead. I'm going to leave his link below so you can follow him, follow me, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Love you. Bye.